Are you catching the ways your dog shows they trust you? Or could you be overlooking them? There are different ways dogs say, I trust you. And you'll learn them today. Because you might think a wagging tail means you're in the clear. But the truth is, trust is spelled out in more nuanced behaviors. Like bringing you gifts, even when they are trash, check in during playtime, and patiently waiting for you. You will learn all the ways dogs show you their trust. But first, here's one of the most obvious ones. Eyes full of love. Have you ever caught your dog in a tender stare, their eyes softly blinking as they gaze upon you? This love blink is a dog's version of a hug, a visual embrace that speaks volumes of their trust. It's a look reserved for those they feel safest with. A slow and deliberate blink that's akin to a canine kiss. In the comfort of your living room, why not try an eye contact exercise? Sit with your pup and share a soft, loving gaze. Blink slowly and watch as they respond in kind. A moment of mutual understanding and shared trust. Now, let's get to the belly of the trust talk. When your dog flops over to present their belly, they're not just asking for a rub. They're showing you the ultimate sign of canine trust. This vulnerable posture is your dog's way of saying, I'm completely comfortable with you. It's a doggy declaration of trust as they expose the most unprotected part of their body. And if you're like me, you know there's nothing more heartwarming than this gesture of pure trust. When you respond with a gentle scratch or rub, you're telling them their trust is well placed. There's another way that shows trust by vulnerable posture, and we'll talk about that one later. Moving on to a subtler sign of trust, let's delve into the cozy world of canine leans. Ever had your pooch press their weight against your legs while you're brewing your morning coffee? This leaning isn't just a search for a comfortable standing spot. It's a sign of affection and a request for security. They lean because they see you as the protector, a beacon of safety in a world that's sometimes overwhelming. In these moments, gently patting their head or stroking their back not only reassures your pet, but also cements your status as their trusted guardian. But remember, the way you respond to these leans can either deepen the trust or create anxiety, so always lean back with love and patience. When your dog purposely selects your well-worn sneakers to nuzzle, they are engaging in an act of intimacy that speaks volumes in the silent language of trust. As they inhale deeply, your scent is more than just a trace of your day. It's the essence of the bond you share. It reminds me of my neighbor's dog, Gypsy. She would always wait for my neighbor to take off his running shoes after a jog, and then she'd come over to give them a good sniff. Gypsy wasn't just curious about where he had been. She was just gathering the scents that told her he was back home safe and sound. To her, those shoes were a signal that her extended pack member was nearby, and her gentle nuzzling was her way of saying, he is well now. To them, your smell means you're near, and that makes them feel safe and happy. It's a special sign that they think of you as family. Each sniff is like a secret code that says, you're my person, and I trust you a lot. As the stars twinkle outside and you both settle in for the night, your dog choosing to sleep close to you is a big deal. It's like they're saying, I feel safest when I'm with you. Dogs are most open to danger when they're asleep, so sleeping by you means they really believe you'll keep them safe from harm. Just like a little kid might have a favorite stuffed animal for bedtime, you're their favorite comfort in the whole house. Every time they snooze by your side, they're really saying, I love you and I know you'll take care of me. Now, let's talk about the canine equivalent of a surprise gift. Has your furry friend ever brought you something unexpected, like a slobbery ball or even a less appealing treasure? This gesture, while sometimes bewildering, is a dog's way of sharing their joy or showing their contribution to the pack. It's important to recognize the intention behind these gifts. Whether it's a leaf, a stick, or their favorite chewed-up toy, responding with enthusiasm is key. Celebrate their choice of gift. It's their way of saying, I trust you to value what I value. We've got another way dogs say, I trust you with some kind of gifts. But first, here's how they show it during playtime. In the midst of play, a dog's quick glance or trot back to you is more than a pause in the fun. It's a trust check-in. These fleeting moments happen when they want to ensure they're still within the safety of your approval. It's their way of saying, is this okay, during the thrill of the game? To make playtime a trust-building exercise, always encourage these check-ins with a warm voice or a gentle touch. Set boundaries during play and consistently reinforce them with positive feedback. Such interactions are not just about enjoyment, but are also opportunities to strengthen the invisible leash of trust between you and your buddy. Those glances back to you during playtime are a clear sign of trust, but there are more signs you need to know, and the next one might be surprising. But first, if you love your dog and want to become the best dog owner, subscribe to Woofish so you never miss out on any of our future videos. Okay, did you know that when you step out the door and your dog calmly watches you leave, it's like they're giving you a round of applause with their eyes? They're not crying or pacing. Instead, they wait patiently, which is their way of showing they trust you'll come back. This isn't them just being good. It's them understanding the daily plan you both follow. When you get home, remember to say hello calmly and maybe give them a treat. This way, you're letting them know they did a great job waiting. The key is to keep your greeting low-key so they stay relaxed and happy, just like they were while you were away. It's important to show them that their quiet waiting is just what you wanted. Okay, coming back to playtime and toys. When your dog brings you a toy that's seen better days, it's not just because they want to play. They're actually showing you a big compliment. In their eyes, you're the fixer of all things. By handing over a chewed-up ball or a squeaky toy that doesn't squeak anymore, they're saying, I know you can make things better. They trust you so much that they bring you their treasures for help. It's like when a friend trusts you to fix their bike because they think you're great at it. Every time your pup gives you something broken, they're really saying, you're my hero. Can you help? It's their special way of showing they rely on you for more than just treats and belly rubs. Let's continue with the most expressive part of a dog's body, the tail. Often seen as a mirror instrument of joy, the tail is, in fact, a profound measure of canine emotions. A relaxed tail carried at a natural height and wagging in a gentle sweeping motion is your dog's green light, a sign of ease and contentment in your presence. Picture Marley, a Labrador I met at the park, who would wag his tail in such a lazy loop whenever his owner came into view, clearly declaring his trust. These are not just happy twitches. This is a dog's way of saying, I'm at peace with you. It's the subtle difference between a stiff wag at a stranger and the carefree wag reserved for a trusted companion. Also, have you noticed how your dog seems to be your second shadow, following you from room to room? This behavior, known as shadowing, is a sign of your dog's trust and respect for you as the pack leader. They follow because they feel a part of your pack and trust your leadership implicitly. While it's endearing to have such a loyal companion, it's also crucial to encourage some level of independence. Teach them that it's okay to be alone sometimes by giving them a comfortable space and leaving them with a treat or a toy. This balance ensures they feel secure with and without your immediate presence, fostering a healthy, trusting relationship. And speaking of following you and wanting to be near you, this next way is something similar, also about being near you. Let's curl up with the topic of cuddles. When your dog seeks you out for a quiet snuggle or a shared nap, it's not just about warmth or comfort. It's a testament to their trust in you. They choose to be most vulnerable in your presence, peacefully dozing without a care. To foster these serene moments, create a tranquil environment with a cozy bed or a favorite blanket in a quiet corner. Keep the ambiance soothing with soft music or a gentle tone of voice to invite these tender interactions. Recognizing and nurturing the times when your dog seeks peace in your company is crucial in deepening the bond you share. A dog's attentiveness to your commands is not mere obedience, it's a dialogue of trust. When a dog listens and responds to your cues, it shows their respect for your leadership and their trust in your guidance. Consistency in training is key. Use clear commands and reward their successes with praise and treats. Training should always be a positive experience, strengthening your communication and trust. As your dog learns to listen and you learn to give clear, reliable instructions, the trust between you grows, creating a harmonious relationship. A dog's willingness to show vulnerability, such as remaining calm during grooming and not flinching at the vets, is a powerful indicator of trust. These moments, potentially stressful by nature, can become positive experiences when handled with care and empathy. Use reassuring touches and speak in a soothing voice to maintain their calm. Reward them for their bravery with their favorite treats or extra cuddle time. By guiding them through these vulnerable moments with patience and understanding, you reinforce that you are their safe place. So, we've learned how dogs show trust to their humans. Look for cuddles, calm waiting, and those times they lean on you. It all means they love and trust you a lot. If you have a dog, remember to show them love back and keep that trust strong. And speaking of showing your dog love back and start doing things dogs love the most, watch this next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.